G'day, peeps and peepsettes. It's Peps, it's J-Dog, and you know what time it is. It's the round 18 tips for this week. I picked a couple of rippers last week. J-Dog was a little bit off his game. Understandable. Lots on his plate at the moment. But you know what? Round 18 is about to get into it. I'm here with the great man, and we're about to give you your winning tips, or our winning tips, for the upcoming round of football. But before we get into it, thank you for everybody listening in. We love you each and every single episode. It's tipped out. Jamie Wallis, how are you, big fella? And were you surprised with a couple of the results from last weekend?
G'day, listeners. Good evening, everyone. Not really. I'm not surprised. I mean, you did well. I struggled like the rest of Australia.
You struggled like Port Adelaide did. It's as simple as that. And hopefully you're not going to let down the listeners again this week. So it all kicks off tonight. The game that everybody thinks is going to be a close one. I actually think it's going to be a blowout to one particular team, but I'll get into that in a moment. Ethan Hughes is out for the Fremantle Dockers. Ethan Hughes is in for the Fremantle Dockers. Joel Selwood is in. Luke Dalhouse is in. How does he keep getting a game? He has been an absolute spud since moving over there. Connor Blakely is out, and Gary Rowan has been injured because it's getting close to finals. And as we know, Gary Rowan doesn't do much during finals time. Lockie Henderson has been managed, and the sub is Brandon Walker. Max Holmes, once again, is the sub for the Cats. It's 8:10 p.m. tonight at Metricon Stadium, one of the only games being played in Perth because there's not much going on in Melbourne, and it's all happening in Queensland. J-Dog, where do you see this one going, and who is going to win?
No milestones, no 700 game for any of the Geelong players.
Couldn't care less, to be honest.
This one here, I think Freo have sort of shown their wares over there at Optus. Geelong have a couple out, Lockie Henderson and Gary Rowan. Look, predicting a tight one, maybe Geelong by 10?
You've got no chance in this one, mate. This one is going to be an absolute blowout. I reckon the Cats are primed for this. Hawko hasn't had a big one in a while. Dangerfield's been low for the last few weeks. When was the last time Joel Selwood dumped somebody's head into the turf? I can't remember. I think the Cats are primed for this. And I'm actually going out on a limb, and I'm going to go the Cats by 70 points. I'm going for almost a 12-goal win to the Cats this week. Actually, 69 points is what I'm going for. 69 points, not 70, 69. That's how precise I'm going to be.
Jingos.
And I've just got a feeling about them this week. They've copped a bit of stick over the last couple, and they're due for a big one. So,
all right, am I to the next game?
You go to the next game, big boy.
Rightio, we've got it here. We've got it. The Battle of the Jungles, although they're not really jungles. Tigers versus Lions. They are playing Gold Coast Metricon Stadium. Let's go for it on tomorrow night. So here we have in for the Tigers, Kane Lambert, Matthew Parker, and Toby Nankervis, which is well overdue. They're looking forward to that one. Out goes Jack Ross, Medisab, Patrick, Naish omitted, Riley, Collier, Dawkins has been omitted, and Thompson Dow has also been admitted. New is Matthew Parker. I guess they're just throwing their magnets around now, Peps.
Well, I think they pulled him up in the mid-season draft. He didn't do much at St Kilda. He's getting his chance. Good luck to him.
Number 8, Jackie Rewald, 300 game.
Oh, good on you, Jack. He's kicked his 700th last week. I reckon that's probably 1/4 of the amount of times he's whinged to the umpire over his career.
Not bad for Nick's cousin.
He wasn't the best Rewald in his family.
No.
You know what? How many of us can say that they stood up at Grand Final Day and sung with a world-class band?
Not many. Okay, in for the Brisbane Lions has Jackson Pryor, Ryan Lester, and Tom Fullerton. Out goes Cal Marche omitted. Eric Hipwood has got his ACL. That's done. Marcus Adams is injured, and Reece Matheson is the Medi sub. So the barometer, will he get a run? Will he not, Peps?
I reckon he will, but I'll tell you who's going to win this. It won't make a difference. Richmond have got this in the bag.
Oh, you are really going out tonight, aren't you? By many?
And I'll tell you why. Because, like I said, in Lace Out, the podcast you love listening to Tuesday night, 25% of the time they go to Eric Hipwood. Hipwood not there. That means Danaher has the best opponent. That means it just filters through, and it's just going to be tough. I can't see Danaher kicking at least 4 to 5 this game. He hasn't been doing it throughout his career for at least the last 5 seasons. There's no chance he's going to be able to kick a winning score. And I think Richmond will be priming themselves for this one. Big time. After what they've served up the last couple of weeks, everybody's writing off. It is a milestone game. Jumping Jack, he's due. They're going to get the win. And they're going to get the win quite easily, I reckon.
I reckon.
That'll be 4.5 goals minimum.
Asprey's going to have his hands full tonight with Joey Danaher. But Peps,
Joe Danaher won't get near it. There's going to be too much pressure on him, and he's going to fold like a pack of cards.
Well, I'm gonna stick fat with the Tigers. I've been on them all season. I'm gonna stick fat with them though, but I'm nervous about this one. But Peps, I'm gonna go Tigers by 3 goals.
Well, that's a good one, Jamie. But I think this is the real game that everybody's looking forward to. This is the Queensland game that, tell you what, there's a lot of excitement going on at the moment. One team is in career fine form, and the other one is having a bit of a slump. We're talking about the Gold Coast Suns. They've had 2 cracking wins of recent. Going against the Doggies of Footscray at Metricon Stadium, 4:35 p.m. on Saturday. Caleb Graham in, Ronnie Corbett's back, Noah Anderson, so some good ins. Hugh Greenwood out with his knee. That's going to hurt them big time. Oleg Markov injured. Rory Atkins, the Medi sub, is out, and Sam Day is injured. In is the astronaut. He's come back into the space station. Crozier, Josh Dunkley, and Rourke Smith. Rourke Smith sounds like a surname, doesn't it? Doesn't sound like a first surname sort of thing. You have to do something like that over his pre-season.
Sounds like a farming tool.
Oh, yeah. Go get the Rourke Smith from the shed there, son. Okay, Dad. What are you going to do to the chooks? Anthony Scott omitted. Lewis Young omitted. Mitch Hannon omitted. Mitch Wallis omitted. Bullshit, I say. And Tom Liberatore, he's been managed but not dropped. Look, I know the Suns have been gallant over the last number of weeks. They're on their home deck. They're going to be looking for 3 in a row. How are the Doggies going to pull back after last week? I just think getting the astronaut in there, he's ready to soar. It just takes that pressure off Bruce. They get the 1-2 back. It was good to see Matt Rowell getting a few touches late in the game. Touk Miller, he should be All-Australian. But Sam Day going down is going to make it tough. Hugh Greenwood, being one of their leaders up there, is going down, makes it tough. Oleg Markov, another one who's come in to support, is going to make it tough. I reckon they'll be able to go for him with maybe 2.5, 3 quarters, but they'll fade away at the end and the Dogs will just be too superior. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a blowout. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I'm just going to go Doggies by 5 goals. I think it might get a little bit ugly towards the end, but hopefully Gold Coast can show some ticker.
You said 69 points for the first game, didn't you?
That's correct.
I'm going to go 69 points for this game.
Gotta love a dinner for 2 there, J-Dog. You got to love a dinner for 2. All right. This is the game. I'll tell you what.
You do it, Peps. You do it.
Footy will be going gangbusters when this one goes live because this is the most anticipated game all weekend. Melbourne versus
the Hawks. To the crowds.
The crowd is going to... You know what? It wouldn't even matter if there was crowds going because literally it'd almost be the same result.
No
changes for the D's. No changes except for Tom Sparrow, who is out, but he was the Medi sub. He's been stiff. Every time he's come in, he's done his role. I don't know who they're going to bring in. Mitch Lewis is in. Ned Reeves is in. Tim O'Brien, Superman. Tell you what, he is back, but unfortunately CJ is out. Scrimshaw out. Segler out. And O'Halloran, the Medi sub, is out as well. Look, you've got one team that is flying. You've got a team running on fumes at the moment, which is Hawthorn. This is a perfect opportunity for Melbourne to get some percentage, and boy, do they need it. And I reckon they're going to be hungry, especially the first time the way this game went. If you remember, it was close to 3/4 time, and the D's blew them away in the last.
Yeah.
I think the D's are going to be making a statement. They need to win, and they need to win well to keep that percentage. And I'm going by 58 points on this one.
Oh, I like it.
58 points. And I'm tipping Ben Brown to kick at least 5.
I'm going to go Melbourne, but Melbourne by 5.
Points or goals?
Goals.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks, J-Dog.
No
Thanks,
worries.
J-Dog. You know what? Right. I might even turn it back to you. How nervous are you for this one, big boy?
Oh, mate,
Marvell Stadium, 7:25 p.m. Are you going to the game?
I'm pretty sure in light of the new rules put in tonight by our premier that no one is going to go anywhere this weekend.
Yeah, you weren't going to go anyway, were you?
Of course I was going to go.
Because the Port Adelaide supporters don't like going to Marvell.
We're the same as Richmond. What can we say?
True.
Peps, no changes to the St Kilda lineup on the ins at the moment, but out is Josh Battle with that injury. Coming in for Port Adelaide, we've got Boyd Woodcock, Peter Laddams, and Riley Bonner. Out, Connor Rosie injured. Out, Stephen Motlop injured. Tom Cleary's been omitted, and Zach Butters is injured.
He just came in last week, J-Dog. You brought him in to do a job, and you've thrown him straight back out.
No, he's again injured.
Who Cleary is?
Oh, no, Cleary just got omitted, I don't think he was up for it.
All right. Well, Butters out, Rosie out. Forget about it, mate.
Yeah. Looking at the team lists
Hold on.
released tonight.
No. I'm gonna get my flow chart out.
Okay.
Start. All right. First question point. Are Port Adelaide playing a top 18? Yes. Top 18? Yes or no?
Get stuffed.
Yes or no?
No.
No. Means it'll be a win. How many goals will Charlie Dixon kick? Is it a top 8 team? No. He's due for 5. So put him for 5 into Ben Brown for 5, and you'll pay your mortgage off this week, peeps.
All right. I'm going to Port Adelaide, but not by many. I'm going to say less than 10 points.
I reckon you're due, mate. I reckon this is the statement game to get you back.
Please.
2 goals.
Okay.
All right. Oh, the marshmallow game. Here we go. The alien game. We're talking about North. We're talking about Essendon and playing at their spiritual home of Marvel Stadium. This is going to be a 12:35 p.m. game on Sunday. So just after you have your lunchtime roast, you can just slot the TV on and get ready for a bit of Dwayne Russell action. And who doesn't love a bit of Dwayne Russell on a Sunday? Mrs. Russell. All right. So in is a 2 bottles of Olagi. Sounds like something that you'd order as an entree at a Greek restaurant, isn't it? Eddie Ford, Lockie Young, Tom Campbell is in. Ben Cunnington has been managed. So we already know where the result's going to go with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Heppel's in. Sam Durham is in. Out is Braden Ham. He has been smoked. Kyle Langford injured and Marty Gleeson omitted. Look, I love what North have served up over the last 8 weeks. I think I've been saying it for quite a number. And what they did last week, sensational. Unfortunately, I just see Essendon getting over with the outs of Ben Cunnington, who is literally their engine room in the middle. It's going to be hard for somebody. I can't see anyone really stepping up to take that spot and just having that big body. And with Heppel coming in, he'll slot down in the back line. He'll do what he normally does. He'll just take somebody and have free roam down there. I'm going to go with Essendon.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be an easy one for him. I'll probably go 6 goals on this one, which I don't really want to say. I just hope the good North turn up.
Oh, okay. I want a difference between what I want and what's going to happen. I want North to win.
Like marriage, isn't it? What you want and what you get are 2 completely different things.
I want North to win, but I think Essendon are going to be too strong.
Could you imagine if North beat Essendon?
Look, I had it on Monday. On Monday, I had that. I can't have it again.
How good was it? No, how good was it?
It
would be awesome.
I can't have 2 V-netters in 1 week, Peps.
Hey, do you know what's even funnier? The next game that we're talking about, could anyone care less?
Well, is it the game I'm going to cover right now, is it?
This is the game that you're about to cover, yeah. This game go for it.
All right, MCG, Sunday, 3:20 p.m. And I'm even nervous now talking about any rounds. I mean, any games this round, Peps, with tonight's announcements, if things are going to go ahead or not. I have no idea. But at the moment, going out for the Magpies team, sorry about that, is Will Kelly has got an injury. Coming in on the Carlton side of the equation, we've got Liam Jones and Zach Fisher. Out is Lockie Fogarty, who's been managed. Patrick Cripps is injured once again.
About time they took him out. He's been stuck together. We spoke about that at Lace Out the other. He's just been stuck together with a last. Like I said, you got to get a last signage. His bloke. He looks like
an extra from the Mummy, doesn't he?
Oh, it's stunt double. Yeah.
And Will Setterfield has been omitted, which is a shame because you and I have had a chat about Will Setterfield a couple of times.
I don't think he's the worst.
No. Peps, I don't know. I don't see this. I see Collingwood winning this game. But any game that Collingwood plays now for me, Peps, I'm interested because it just tells a narrative of where they're going to go with their coach.
Oh, don't worry. They're already going to be getting their next coach. I'm going with Collingwood here.
Mm-hmm.
Cripps is a big out.
Yep.
It's a big body.
Yep.
Is it either of the teams playing good footy at the moment? No.
Although 7 goals against Richmond for Collingwood last week.
That's why I'm picking them. I don't really have any vested interest in this game whatsoever. It's just
the line's almost even. It's $1.85 to $2 at the moment. It's as tight as it gets.
If I had to check the Lithuania judge for the care factor, I reckon there'd be zeros all round. Right now, I couldn't care less about.
It'd be melts on either side.
It's not going to affect the 8.
No, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be whoever loses is going to have the biggest meltdown. Get rid of Armitage. Armfeld. What's his name? Teague. The Teague train's been derailed again. Oh, get rid of her.
Yeah.
Dead man walking. Where's my tin cup?
Yeah.
All right, last game for the weekend. The Battle of the Birds. One's just flying.
Second last game, Peps.
And the one's been clipped. No, it's the last. Oh, there's another one after that. Bugger. All right, I'll do this one. Crows versus the West Coast Eagles. Wet Toast Eagles. The Soggy Eagles. The Poo Eagles. Oh, good to see they've really swung the axe after losing last week again to North. Geez, they're really tough down there at West Coast, aren't they? Connor West in. Harry Edwards in. Here's some big names cut from West Coast. Brandon Archie. Oh, he's been injured. Jackson Nelson, omitted. Ooh, big one there. Tom Barras. Oh, no, he's injured. Adelaide. Andrew McPherson, Darcy Fogarty, Himmelberg, Taylor Walker, Tom Lynch in. This is how you swing the axe, boys. Ben Davies, Medisub, out. Billy Frampton, omitted. Lockie Scholl, omitted. Luke Pedler, omitted. Riley Thilthorpe, managed. Tom Doty, injured. Tom Doty ran into a brick wall and walked off. I'm surprised he was even named at all in the injured list. How he got up from that was massive.
Yep.
Can I say this, J-Dog?
Sure.
Adelaide in a massive upset. Wet Toast could not get any worse. It's going to be played at the Adelaide Oval. Walker being in and Lynch being in, Fogarty being in and Himmelberg being in. That's 4 massive ins.
Yep.
West Coast are going to do nothing. Adelaide to win in the barest of margins. I picked it last week with a couple. I reckon this is the one to slot into your multi. It'll get a massive kicker for you.
Right.
And Mr. Smith is playing his 200th and Nick Natanui is playing his 200th game. Best ruckman in the league. Just puts it down your throat.
It's a long time to get to 200 for Nick Nat, hasn't it?
Oh, he did a knee, remember? I think he did 1 knee, 2 knee.
100 knees, 15 necks.
Apparently
15
he's had just as many marks around the ground as he's played games.
It's probably the better ruckman than Gawn, though.
Okay, keep talking.
All right. Last game. Oh, sorry. For me, I think West Coast are going to win this game. I think they're going to do it comfortably.
No chance, mate. No chance.
Once again, I can't go having 2 V-netters a week, Peps.
You can have 2 V-netters a week, mate.
I can't.
No one stops.
West Coast
as long as
winning
you go for an
again.
extra run, does it matter? No.
That's true. West Coast losing again to another team undermanned. I mean, does it get better than that?
It doesn't. That's why we want them to win. This is the drive to survive, J-Dog. This is the racing in the middle tier that we all love.
That's true. That's true. All right. I got the last game of the round.
All right, go for it, mate.
Battle of the Bridge in Gold Coast. At Metricon Stadium. It's going to be better than Battle of the Bridge in Ballarat.
Oh, no, they love their footy down in Ballarat. They want their own team.
Who's going to watch Giants in Sydney from Ballarat? Honestly, no one gives a shit. Coming in for the Giants, Matt Flynn, Stephen Canelio, and Xavier O'Halloran. Well done, Cogs. Back in the team. Good stuff.
Good on you, Cogs. He hasn't been himself since he got dropped in the Amazon series.
Dropped in the Amazon series.
Jeez. Imagine having to live through that twice.
The year that they want to record all that stuff, you're the one who gets dropped. Your captain gets dropped from the team.
Yeah. That was a ballsy call by Leon Cameron. Good doco series. Ballsy call.
Out for the Giants is Bobby Hill's been managed. Lockie Ash has been omitted. Lockie Whitfield is injured, and Shane Mumford is injured because he stubbed his toe. Is that how it works for him?
He stubbed his toe on someone's head because he's clumsy.
That's right. There was no ins for Sydney, and out is Colin O'Riordan.
Colin O'Riordan! It's not a bad week for the Irish with Conor McGregor going down with a broken ankle at the UFC last week.
And many steps. So milestones this week. Well done. The team, the kid that everyone wanted a couple of years ago now, Nick Blakey, is playing his 50th game.
No chairlift for him. He'll just get a handshake and maybe walk the team off, but that's about it.
Elbow bump.
Maybe a fist pump.
Maybe a fist.
No thumbs, though. No thumbs.
Yep. No fistings and no thumbs.
All right.
Peps, who's going to win? What's going to happen?
I'm going Sydney.
Okay. I'm going to go Giants because you got to have the good and the bad with each other. Giants by 35 points.
Sydney are playing too good to lose this one. They know they're really close to the top 4. Buddy's only something like 24 goals away, I think, from his 1,000. You could pinch a few here. I'm just going with Sydney. Too much to lose at this particular time of the year. They know top 4 is just in their grasp. Anything can happen.
Very good, very good. All right, Peps, that wraps up the round.
That's wrapped that up. So round 18. Hey, good luck to your team on the weekend. Hope they win. And if they don't, it's okay because you know what? Your premiership season, which is trade week, will
Yeah.
coming up in just a few weeks' time. And the rest of
And-
us who are sitting in the top 8, we're just going to enjoy the footy. You know,
Peps,
yeah, buddy.
pertinent to say, good luck to all Victorians after the announcements tonight.
Yeah,
Good luck.
exactly right. You know, and one thing, you know, we do talk footy a little bit, and we do have a bit of a laugh, and we don't take it really too seriously. But the thing we do take seriously is your mental welfare and making sure that you guys are all right. So, look, if you need anything, jump on Tuesday night, have a bit of a listen to us. Look, hopefully we can bring a bit of lightness to your day. It's just an hour of fun. We share it with each other. So just give somebody a call, check if they're all right, shoot them a text. We're all going through it together, and everybody who isn't in lockdown, you know what? Hopefully we'll be back there soon.
5 days, Victoria. 5 days. Let's go.
5 days, yeah. Don't be a nuffy and stuff it up for us. And if you're from another state, no furniture trucks anywhere near the border. I saw the best thing ever, J-Dog. Someone said they should put the Montague Street Bridge on the border, and that would stop any removalist trucks, tow trucks, anything. I reckon that's a sensational idea.
Anyone playing around the world other than Melbourne, Google Montague Street Bridge.
Yep.
All right, leave it there.
Hey, buddy. Look after yourselves. I'll see you Tuesday. That's tipped out. Lace out Tuesday night. Get on it.
See you, listeners.